how's it going, guys? Cushington's here with an advanced cryo guide. I'm just going to show you guys how I gear, how I play, and how I remain like super tanky and I still do a lot of damage. Okay, now for the stats that we're looking for. First, the perks. So, the perks we want is Permafrost, restore 2 soul energy when dealing critical damage. When you stack 100% crit chance, every single hit you make gives you soul energy, and this is what we're going to need to keep full soul energy the whole time. So that means when we get third partied in solos, or we get third partied in duos or trios, we will always have a max full energy or close to max soul energy for that fight. Next, we want Frostbite. The damage dealt by the first phase of Frostbite Curse is increased by 50%. That means as soon as you cast it on somebody, it's chunking. I've hit people without gear upwards of like 90 to 100, people with gear around 70 usually. And then it ticks for around 20 to 25 a tick. And then you want the will perk. This is going to increase your damage even more. The further distance between yourself and targets affected by Frostbite Curse, the higher the damage dealt by Frostbite Curse. At distance of 15 meters, it reaches its maximum increase of 30%. Meaning, if they're far away and you Frostbite them and they start taking that tick damage is going to be increased by 30% damage. I think the initial one is too. But when they get closer, they take less damage. But what happens is you Frostbite Curse a person, they try to run away and hide in a corner and heal, and they're increasing the damage on Frostbite Curse by running away from you. It's beautiful. And then the stats that we want are, you want 100% crit chance for the perk that the Dex perk we talked about. You're going to want life on hit. These are the 2 most important stats on a cryo. Life on hit and 100% crit chance. We need soul energy, and we need to be healing when we're getting all of these hits off, because this life on hit heals every time a tick of Frostbite Curse goes off, and every time a tick of your fire staff goes off, and every time you melee attack, you're getting life on hit. You want to stack as much life on hit as possible within these thresholds that we're going to talk about, right? Okay, so we're building a cryo strictly from scratch. Nothing. I do have heirlooms, and I will be using heirlooms. These are the heirlooms you should be farming. You should be unlocking as soon as possible, so you could jumpstart your cryo every time. And they're basically close to best in slot, like very next to best in slot for cryo play. So we want to start off with boots. Mystic Shoes of Truth. They give us 9.6 damage. They give us 38 crit chance. Right? That's what we really want, is that 38 crit chance. Because then we can also put Dex. We're going to need Dex for our passive. We're going to need max crit chance stacks on kill. Now, if you look at your tooltip and you go down to crit chance stacks on kill, it gives you 5.5% crit for each stack. Right? Damage stacks give you 2%, so on and so forth. So this gives us 4 stacks. So that ends up giving us 22 crit after 4 kills. 22 crit plus this, that's 60 crit just on our boots. Right? And then we have skill cooldown reduction, and then we have dexterity. So let's go into those. Boom. That's our first piece. Boots. Second piece is going to be our fire staff. You want fire staff because fire staff charges faster than lightning staff does, and the ticks on fire staff will heal you and give you a ton of soul energy back during fights. And just walking around doing PvE, it's a way easier to clear PvE with fire staff than it is anything else. So on fire staff we have 18% crit chance, but we can change this to another 22%. We don't have to, but we can. If you wanna just increase stacks, you can have the 4% crit chance stacks as well. It gives you 22. This gives you 18. The difference is really negligible. I like to start with the 18, honestly, because before you get the other stacks on the boots, this helps you get closer to that 100%. So it basically lets you start getting soul energy right off the start a little faster. It's really not that big of a difference. It's just preference. Then we get life on hit. We need life on hit. life on hit is what makes us tanky, and then skill cooldown reduction. So those are the two heirlooms that I rock. After that, we build everything else out. Okay, now we're at the market. Now I usually go weapon first because they're just the easy things to get. Epic. Boom. And then this is where you can choose to try and stack dex on a dagger, or you can go sword. Dagger hits faster, so it'll help our life on hit a little more, but the range is smaller. Sword, range bigger, gives us intel, and it still gives us the still gives life on hit. Like anything that you hit with is gonna give you life on hit. I've been rocking the sword mostly because I like the sword's playstyle. I like the range on it. This is viable as well. It's just a playstyle that you like. We're gonna build off of this base. So I'm just gonna grab a dagger. Daggers are more expensive than swords, 6, 8, but I want to try dagger. I haven't played too much with dagger, so this build I'm gonna do dagger. Now we have our stats, right? So now we look at will, we look at intel, we look at dex. I need 9 dex. I need what is this? 17 intel and 19 will. Okay, so after going to the auction house and gearing, I had this already. But besides that, we picked up this life on hit intel ring. I threw this on and grabbed this out my stash too. So we have some good cooldown reduction. Now we have a nice amount of life on hit because we have 4 on helm, 4 on chest, 2 on ring. That's 10 plus 2. We have 12 life on hit now. And then we have all 3 of our perks. This is how a cryo should be built at all times. You need the life on hit, you need the crit chance, and you need these 3 perks. Now my cryo is sitting at 75 crit chance, and that's before I get the stacks. When I get the stacks, my crit chance will be 100%, and everything I do will crit. as you can see, we finally lost to that last rogue. He had a set bonus, everything on him. He beat me. That's just how the game goes. I had to fight too many back to back. Didn't see that I was out of soul energy that last fight, and he just won fair and square. Any comments you guys have, anything I can do better, please leave that in the description below. Please like the video if you can. Sub up. It's going to be more Dungeonborne content. Threes. I have a Cyclops guide coming. I have a lot more stuff. Hope everybody enjoyed.